Everybody that's walked in these boots knows this sisterhood is one of the best things that ever happened to them.
I know right now every single muscle in your body wants to quit. You've got to find a way and a why to push through it. You have to have a reason to grit it out right now. Come on. We gon' blow your mind. Come on, ladies, keep pushing. Let's go. Work. We gon' blow your mind.
Vets, welcome home. Rookies, welcome to the NFL.
We gon' blow your mind.
Each year, dozens of women pursue their dreams of representing the Colts organization as a sweetheart of the Horseshoe. They spend years preparing for the opportunity of a lifetime to be one of 26 selected to be a Colts cheerleader during an 8-day audition process. While personality and performance ability are factors which are heavily weighed in selecting the squad, these women also showcase impressive careers. We follow the hopefuls throughout the audition process, going behind the scenes. This is Battle for the Boots. A 7-day search to determine the 2017 Sweethearts of the Horseshoe starts with 77 women who all share a common dream.
I definitely just want to be that encouraging role model for those new girls coming in and seeing them come in and maybe not be so confident in their abilities or not so sure like I was coming in. I want to be able to reassure them and help them see that yes, this is a long week, but you're fully able to conquer it and make the squad.
Donning the boots and dancing on the sidelines of Lucas Oil Stadium begins at the Colts complex. The Day 1 audition brings all the hopefuls under the bright lights of the Colts practice facility for a choreographed routine and in front of the bright flashes of Colts organization cameras. Very nice. At the beginning of the day, all 77 women have an equal shot at being one of 26 to make the final roster. While those who have experience on the team may have more familiarity with the process and the organization's expectations, everyone starts on a level playing field. It's narrowed down to the 49 finalists who will endure the week-long audition, which culminates with a showcase and the announcement of the squad.
Since there's no guarantee that all the vets will return, and the rookies that were on the squad last year will be on the squad again, I think it's still the same amount of nerves and everything.
Alexis is one of 20 hoping to return from last year's roster. Only 6 cheer veterans are retiring from the 2016 squad, making the field all the more competitive, especially compared to last year, when 13 women hung up their boots and gave more than a dozen rookies the opportunity of a lifetime.
Even though, with that being said, even though there's less spots, that doesn't mean that we're all guaranteed to get it back. Yes, there are less people retiring, but we are still all here working just as hard as if we haven't made the squad. So there are a lot more faces for girls to recognize and say, okay, that girl is a veteran, but at the same time, we also know how hard we need to work in order to stay on the squad.
Those Colts cheer veterans aren't the only familiar faces among them. Several candidates who made last year's final are back, hoping this is the year they are named a Colts cheerleader.
After last year's showcase, I had emailed Kelly and asked her for some feedback, and her biggest thing that she told me was that I needed to stand out more. So that is why I put myself out there and tried so many new things. Definitely life is short, and so why not just go for it? There's nothing to lose except for gaining a new experience.
Anne attributes that perspective not only to her own experiences since last year's audition, but also to overcoming obstacles within her family.
My brother was diagnosed with cancer back in March of last year. And before even that, my sister's a childhood cancer survivor. Now, that is my true why in wanting to be a part of the Colts cheerleader community and being able to teach others about health and fitness and motivate them and be an inspiration.
Cassidy joined Anne in last year's finals and also shares a similar motivation, encouraging her to give making the squad a second shot.
I would definitely have to say my dad was and is my motivation to keep going. He passed actually last year around this time during tryouts, and it was a tough time. I was here with the girls though. The organization, everybody was great and really welcoming. But I hear his voice all the time saying, Cassidy, go for it, follow your dreams, do what you love.
3 and 4, down 5.
Other candidates have NFL experience, but not with the Colts. Kate and Danielle cheered for the Rams before the organization traded St. Louis for Los Angeles. They're both now hoping for a second chance on the sidelines, this time for the Horseshoes instead of the Horns.
It's learning a whole new organization. It's learning the gears and the little things that tick and make the Colts move and what makes the Colts the Colts. And so learning that and being thankful for the opportunity even to be in the finals, because even though you have NFL experience, it doesn't guarantee you a spot in finals. It doesn't guarantee you a spot in the team. And so wanting it a lot, but knowing that you have to work really hard to get it.
Once it's narrowed down to 49 finalists, the next 5 days of scored elements begins with likely the most daunting task.
All right, everybody understand how the test will work. All right.
The fitness test.
Your head is gonna scream at you to stop. You need to listen to your heart from here on out, ladies.
I was choking in the crowd, building my rain up in the cloud, falling like ashes to the ground.
It's about to start getting fun.
But they never did, ever lived, ebbing and flowing.
Come on, dig deep, let's go, dig deep.
It rained down.
Don't you quit on me, let's go. What's your why, ladies? Why you? Why now?
This fitness test will get me every time. I don't know what it is about the fitness test, because I prepare and I work out all the time to get ready for it, but as soon as those beeps come on the stereo, all of a sudden my legs turn into jelly and I can't feel my hands, and I don't know why. I think the big component that's different with the Colts is the fitness test. Knowing multiple routines and getting scored on multiple pieces of dance material. Those other components really make this an elite squad and make the audition process different.
This grueling week features fiercely competitive finalists with experience across the NFL. But those auditioning for the first time also bring their share of football experience.
When I got to Notre Dame, going to the football games in that stadium is amazing. No matter how the outcome of the game went, that community and being here in Indianapolis and trying to kind of have that sense of community and representing the Colts, it's that same thing. So I think really having that moment at Notre Dame when I could say, this is awesome and I love being a part of this, is something I think that definitely, inspires me and really excites me about trying out for Colts cheer.
Like Rose, Rachel is hoping to make the squad for her rookie season and shares her motivation to represent the Horseshoe.
I miss being a part of an organization that matters, and that's very important, and giving of myself to that organization in hopes of making it better, and having a sisterhood around me to build me up, and motivating strong women that want to make me better and improve myself and grow. And everything about it is Indianapolis. I want to be a Colts cheerleader.
Now in the midst of audition week, the finalists compete for their dream job of becoming a Colts cheerleader while also juggling demanding full-time careers.
I've always said that if you want something bad enough, then you'll find a way to make it work. And so dance has always been a passion of mine. But I really love engineering.
Coming up, we go to work with Rose and scrub in with Rachel to find out why they say Colts cheerleading provides them a unique platform within the community. Audition week is grueling for all of the finalists as they are judged on everything from their dance technique to their football knowledge. And on top of that, these women are pursuing demanding full-time careers. We followed two of them as they juggled their profession and pursue their NFL dreams. As the women continue to compete throughout the week for those coveted 26 roster spots, they're juggling full-time careers in addition to pursuing their passion for dance and for representing the Colts organization.
I think Colts cheerleading is the quintessence of all the things that I love combined. Here in the operating room, I work behind the scenes, and I love being behind the scenes, and I love being here for those children.
For Rachel, audition week means scrubbing in for surgery at 7 a.m. Then by afternoon each day, slipping on spandex and jazz shoes for dance technique judging. So pretty. A bikini for a photo shoot at the complex.
Got it, good job.
And buttoning up in a business suit for an interview in front of the Colts front office personnel. and an opportunity for each finalist to showcase both their personalities and their professions.
Hi, my name is Rachel, and I'm a pediatric registered nurse at Riley Hospital for Children in the operating room. Earlier this year, I became the assistant coordinator of plastic and oral maxillofacial surgery. So essentially what this means for me is that an ordinary day at my job is anything but ordinary.
Those days at Riley often start before the sun comes up. Rachel is one of the first in the operating room, laying out the necessary tools and equipment, running through a thorough checklist to ensure everything is in place before the surgeons arrive.
We are going to do ear tubes before this case because a lot of times it's easier for a child to have back-to-back procedures done all at once. That way they don't have to go under anesthesia more than once or come back more than one time. So we're going to do some ear tubes, and then we're going to do a cleft palate repair. Where do I get a 12 blade?
Rachel studied nursing at Ball State and was president of the Dance Marathon fundraiser for Riley her senior year. While she always knew she wanted to pursue a career at the hospital, Rachel's passion for plastic surgery grew after working as a registered nurse, then taking on her current assistant coordinator role.
I am biased, but I think plastics is the best because it allows you to help a child feel as wonderfully about their outward appearance as you see them for who they really are as soon as they step in that door. I think confidence is an immeasurable quality, and a lot of these kids come here feeling like they're different from their peers.
Rachel's duties often entail assisting intense surgeries following tragic experiences for children, like car accidents and fires.
The burns really affect me quite a bit, just because it could happen to anyone. When the world looks at you, they immediately see you in a second and take you in and assess you for what you are. And in their case, I feel like they really become their situation. And it takes a lot of work and a lot of time with them to help them realize they are more than that moment.
The most trying days in the operating room often provide Rachel the greatest perspective.
My favorite part about pediatrics is how resilient kids are and that they genuinely want to get better. They will do anything to just get back on their feet, get out there, play, go back to their real life, and it's inspiring. They motivate me, they inspire me to help them.
While Rachel's career in the medical field involves correcting and repairing conditions, Cassidy is working to find ways to prevent them.
I'm currently employed at Eli Lilly and Company as a lab animal technician, hoping to do my own research someday. When I'm not in the lab, I am a volleyball coach at Arsenal Technical High School and Starlings Volleyball Club.
Cassidy's love of animals led to an internship working at the Indianapolis Zoo during college. She was a member of the Purdue Gold Duster dance team while studying animal sciences and was ultimately drawn to research in hopes of combining her love of animals with a desire to prevent those issues that have affected her family.
Being in research, you're not only helping the animals, but you're helping people too, because that's how we get our medicine. So especially being around like cancer research, that's a big part of me and a big thing to my family. So just being able to be a part of that, it drives me every day, and I can't wait to keep growing.
Problem solving and planning for the future are what drew Rose to Indianapolis after graduating from Notre Dame.
I am a structural engineer in the transportation department. And so when you kind of add transportation and structures, for the most part, mainly you get bridges. And so I do a lot of bridge design. I loved civil engineering because the concept of building something tangible and really being able to impact the community, just like bridges or helping traffic get from point A to point B. That just seemed like the perfect fit. But I guess it all just started from, hey, I like math and I like science.
While pursuing her engineering degree, Rose was able to still pursue her passion for dance on the Notre Dame Pom Squad and thrives in finding a balance in her demanding dynamic of dance and design.
I love the fact that I get to do lots of different things. I consider myself to be versatile, so being a dancer and then doing engineering, there's a lot of similarities, even though people don't necessarily see it.
Rose grew up in New York, but grew to love Indiana during her time in South Bend and is invested personally and professionally in the community.
One of the things that I'm really proud of is a new construction project that's in Hamilton County. I've got to work on some new things with that, and I really look forward to kind of seeing that project all the way out, and then eventually, years down the road when it's built, I can drive over that bridge and say, hey, guess what? I helped design that.
Rose hopes that landing a spot on the squad would help provide her a platform to inspire young girls to chase their dreams, no matter the challenges.
I think it's important to be proud of the things you're interested in, as well as maybe the career you're choosing. And I've always said that if you want something bad enough, then you'll find a way to make it work. And so dance has always been a passion of mine, but I really love engineering.
As they endure the week together, the finalists finding encouragement within each other, not only in their dreams of dancing for an NFL franchise, but also to continue to dispel stereotypes that surround science and math-driven careers.
It's inspiring to me seeing other women out here going for what they love and pursuing their passions, no matter like how hard it may be, like engineering, science. Most people think that those are careers for men, and they're not. Like, women do it and they do a great job at it. So just being around other women who have that mindset is great, and it makes me want to do better.
As the finalists approach the end of audition week, it's time for the finalists to take center stage and to determine who will represent the Colts organization next season.
As someone that's in a sport where I represent brands and represent my team and my sport and have to be a spokesperson, I kind of get what that job is all about.
It's a star-studded showcase, which will culminate with the announcement of who will be selected as sweethearts of the Horseshoe. Who will head to the sidelines next season? That announcement coming up next. The final phase of the audition process gives all the finalists a chance to not only put their best foot forward in hopes of wearing the boots and representing the Horseshoe, but also allows them to perform for a live audience. First as finalists, and then those 26 selected dance their squad debut. A week of being scored on dance ability, professionalism, poise, and even the finalists' football knowledge tested with a scored exam. It all culminates with a live showcase and the announcement of the squad.
I think I'm kind of emotional this year because the talent pool is so strong, and there's so many women on the finalist panel that deserve a spot on the squad, and we do only have room for 26.
The judging panel, which includes Colts players TJ Green and Matthias Farley, as well as Indy 500 winner Alexander Rossi, ultimately determines who will make it from the stage at Hilbert Circle Theater to the field at Lucas Oil Stadium. The 2-hour production includes a group performance with all 49 finalists.
Come on, baby, I love you. No, you don't.
They're then broken up into trios for one of 3 choreographed routines. A chance for the judges to see how each candidate performs in a small group, similar to what you'd see on the sidelines on game day.
I got the green light, mommy, and you know what that means. That we can do anything that you dream of.
Show a little leg, gotta shimmy your chest. It's a life, it's a style, it's a need.
A dance solo and an onstage interview provide opportunities for each finalist to shine.
I would love to use this platform as a Colts cheerleader to help those kids that are not fighting alone.
We do 10 games a season, but we do hundreds of appearances, and we also have opportunities to do militaries and do big performances, and so we want to have really well-rounded women on our team, and so it's important that we not only showcase the dance, but we showcase interview and talents.
The cheerleading squad really is the face of the Colts organization in a lot of ways. As someone that's in a sport where I represent brands and represent my team and my sport and have to be a spokesperson, I kind of get what that job is all about. So it is a tremendous responsibility, but it's also, you know, a huge honor if you're chosen to be on the team.
IndyCar driver James Hinchcliffe is no stranger to performing under pressure, both on the track and on the stage. He's emceeing the showcase after finishing runner-up last year on Dancing with the Stars.
My experience on Dancing with the Stars makes me understand and appreciate how terrifying it is to be on stage in front of a live audience to dance. Now, the girls going on there tonight probably have a lot more experience in it than I do, so they'll probably deal with it maybe better.
With the scores being tabulated behind the scenes, host Hinch brought some humor to the stage, testing his twinkle toes alongside several of the judges for a dance battle. That provided some comedic relief for the audience as nerves build backstage where the finalists await the results.
It's going to be hard to, say goodbye to the women that aren't going to make the team, and I do hope that, we have conversations, the following week, and I hope that they try it again because there was so much talent this year. Kudos to everybody for making this the best showcase we've ever had.
Okay, thank you guys so much. Thank you. I'm gonna list these numbers in no particular order. 14, 13, 40.
Oh my gosh, it's never ending because you're just waiting for her to come back, tell you who's on the team, and see who all is on it. I think that's another big part too, is not only do you want to be on the squad, but you want to see who your teammates are. So literally those 20 minutes feel like an eternity.
Did you? Emotion ranging from elation to disappointment. Celebration for some, put on hold to console others. A dream of dancing in the NFL would not be achieved this season for finalists Cassidy, Kate, Danielle, and Ann, but each is determined rather than defeated.
Just remembering how it felt to be out here giving it my all and just knowing that with everything I do, that's how it should feel.
This week has been absolutely incredible. I feel like I've grown so much as a person, as an individual, not only learning from Kelly, the director, about this process, but also about my ability to learn 4 routines in a really short amount of time.
You might see me back next year. It's too early to tell, of course. You never know what a year could bring, but I definitely have really enjoyed this experience.
I'm excited to hear what Kelly has to say about what I should improve on for next year, and I know that I did better than I did last year, so I grew, and can't be disappointed with that. It's a dream, so can't give up.
13, Rachel. 40, Rose.
A dream realized for 8 Colts cheer rookies, including Rose and Rachel.
15, Alexis.
And a dream reclaimed for Alexis and Lexi, who will return for a second season.
Okay, this is a tradition. Vets, welcome home. Rookies, welcome to the NFL.
That's my girl.
Hearing them say welcome to the NFL is just a feeling like no other. And I know that all the ladies that joined the team today are just so excited to be part of this team, part of this organization.
What an incredible experience to get to represent the greatest team in the NFL. Like, I am so thrilled to be back.
I'm so ecstatic. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. It was so great. You just go back in this little room and that's the boots there for me to wear. Oh my gosh, it was great. We're just moving them around, getting the feel of them, swinging the tassels. No pair of shoes I have ever loved more. This is my favorite pair in the whole closet. Words don't describe this feeling. I'm on cloud 9. I'm elated. I can't even wait to begin the 2017 season.
That's my girl.
Congratulations to all the women selected as this year's Sweethearts of the Horseshoe. Thank you to all of the women who shared their stories and their journeys through the process. Thanks for going behind the scenes with us for another Battle for the Boots.